Okay, wind gets up as soon as I switch the camera on. We're driving to Harley's Smokehouse, which doesn't open till 3, and we saw there was a cafe open, and we pulled into Hagley Park, which is the gardens for Hagley Hall. We've had to pay 10 quid to get in here, but check this view out. Apparently you can see the Welsh mountains on a clear day. So the map said that there's a ruined castle. We're kind of, I think we might be at the top of the hill, I'm not sure. But there's a ruined castle. Look at this. It's like a fairy tale castle. And there's, look, a little window here, tiny little window. And the garden, look at the garden. Okay, bit of a zoom on the garden. We were saying it looks a bit like a secret garden. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, so I don't think I realised this. I'm going to go down like this. And then we've got some information over here. Designed for George Littleton by local amateur architect Sanderson Miller, the iconic ruined castle was completed in 1747, possibly replacing an earlier tower which, if not built, was at the very least planned by his grandfather, Sir Charles Littleton. Okay, so it seems like Miller's much celebrated ruinated castle kick-started a fashion for similar fake Gothic eye-catchers in other English landscape gardens. Can you believe it? This was like fake. This is fake news. Ruined castle. Okay, I'm going to try not to film everything, but look at this. Crazy looking tree. And look at this place. Oh, do you know what this reminds me of? Was it the Robin Hood that was in the 80s with Herne the Hunter? This is proper. We've come to a dead end. The house is down there. It's not open at this time of year. So, there it is. There's the house. It's really grand. And I think they were saying January, February, March or something like that. Winter months. The house is open because it has some amazing tapestries or something like that. That's part of the the museum. You know, when you were a kid and you painted a landscape, didn't it always just look like this? So I think that must be Hagley Village at the bottom there, because they said something earlier about there being a church in the village. We've got to come and visit this village. What a view! Milton's Seat. Check this out. There's the hall. And this could be the view that inspired Paradise Lost. Oh my god, it's fabulous. Let's get the hall in there. So I can't zoom in any more than that, but there's like some kind of stone steps coming down into this pond. Got all these lilies. Look at this. And then got this building. I think I'm just going to walk up there. Oh wow, there's a view all the way up. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, that's fantastic. We've just read that this is called the Paladin Bridge. Oh, it's just fantastic. So we were going to walk up this way, but we would have missed Jacob's Well. So we're going to go, there's like a fork, and we're going to go the left. We're going to go up there instead. And then we're going to cut back to see, I think, is it called the Rotunda? We're going to cut back afterwards and see the Rotunda. We just met the head gardener and he told us so much. It was unbelievable. And he was just trimming some grass and raking it, and he was talking about all the Oh, I just wish I'd filmed it. I wish I'd filmed him. He was just fascinating. This is Jacob's well. I'm gonna walk around so you can see. Look at this. Oh my God, it's just bizarre, isn't it? What is it? And here's the alternative view, looking down over the cascade. So the gardener told us that that bridge right at the bottom there, there's actually a cascade behind it, because he'd read about it and then he went in and he found it. And there was something to do with Paradise Lost, with it being paradise on one side but then like chaos on the other, and something to do with this being the Temple of Venus, which should have a statue of Venus and 10 pillars, but it only has 8. There was so much information. So cool. I'll go read this thing. Hagley Park, the Rotunda. Also related to the Littletons was amateur architect John Pitt of Encombe, who contributed the design for the Rotunda, following the already well-established Rotunda at Stowe. Is that Stowe on the Wold? With its gilded statue of Venus, goddess of love and beauty, patroness of gardens and gardeners, and to whom flowers and birds are sacred. The Hagley structure was erected in 1747 and holds no statue within. With only 8 columns instead of the original temple's 10, the temple interior appears even more empty to the viewer, emphasising George Littleton's loss of his beloved wife, Lucy. Enjoy the view, Joe Hawkins, head of landscape.